As a Pokemon fan, we're all too familiar with this sequence. 9 generations in, and we've been fortunate to see many reimaginings of the iconic Pokemon Center from the original games. With that said, I invite you to join me as we travel through Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh, Unova, Kalos, Alola, Galar, and the Paldea region to see which generation has the best Pokemon Center. We start in Kanto. The design is meh, a brick structure with 6 windows that are way too high. Looking from the outside, it's extremely uninviting, especially the signage, P-O-K-E. What does that even mean? As a Pokemon trainer starting out, I would stay far away from this place. But this being the only spot to heal your Pokemon for free, sacrifices had to be made. Okay, let's go inside. The floor tile patterns is what scratching on a chalkboard would look like if brought into the physical world. The NPCs, on the other hand, are helpful and informative. PC placement. For such an important in-game function, it's weird that it's so far from the entrance, but the best feature of all is the Nurse Joy head nod that stuck with the series to this day. But that is not gonna stop me from rating Kanto as the worst Pokemon Center of the entire series. Next up is the generation with the best opening on this list. What a masterpiece. Back to business. Are we regressing? If there's no windows, run away. The pink brick and the roof are fitting with the staff uniform though. That gets a couple extra points. The budget has opened up, with the healing station getting a noticeable upgrade. Plus the square ottomans are a nice playful addition, but nothing remarkable. And as a result, the ranking is gonna be low. Moving toward the modern era, major improvements were made with Gen 3. The red and white is very distinctive. The signage saying PC is very customer friendly. Added with the Premier Ball as the logo really completes this design. Looking more like a hospital and not a backdoor alley clinic. The interior is where it really shines. A glass coffee table, a map of the region, 2 Pokeballs facing out, and a flat screen. Now this is a Pokemon Center. The Sinnoh region. Let's take a moment to admire the best Pokemon Center theme ever created. The exterior is lackluster. The move to 3D really takes away the soul. Not to say the design is bad, but it for sure is missing something, coming off more of a hollow shell of its former self. Colors coming off more flat and lifeless, and that's gonna take a hit in the ranking. The Unova region. Here we see an unprecedented merger between the 2 titans of industry, putting their differences aside for the greater good of future generations. I could only imagine the mountains that had to be moved to make this deal possible. But was it successful? The outside losing the mom and pop feel, adopting the corporate model, essentially losing the home away from home feel that Generation 3 provided. The inside taking itself very serious, as the multiplayer features are run by the Pokemon Center overlords. This marks a changing of the guard. With this being the first generation, the Pokemon Center has sold out, originally being run as a non-profit.
Hey, Kalos region!
One of the most lush and beautiful regions in my opinion. The Pokemon Center is styled to perfection. The outside taking after a greenhouse. Now once you're inside, you're faced with disappointment. You realize this isn't a Pokemon Center, but more of a Pokemon rest stop, as there's 2 sitting areas with a healing station at the centerpiece, but a facade nonetheless. No amount of natural light can fix this monstrosity of a design. And I'm gonna leave it at that. The Alola region. Its Pokemon Center fits perfectly with the island theme. The exterior sporting tan, wood, and red blend together nicely. The slight elevation lets you know this is an establishment and should be treated as such. What you're greeted to on arrival is a clear vision of what this Pokemon Center wants to be: cafe, healing station, and Pokemart. The teak wood Pokeball surrounded by leaves engulfed by a brown stone, then the hardwood floor planks finish off the awe-inspiring design. This is the apex of Pokemon Centers, flawless in every aspect. The Galar region. Inspired by Great Britain, the exterior really shines, as much as a roly-poly getting hit by a hydro pump. The Galar Pokemon Center is the most unoriginal on this list. Not to mention, the interior is pretty much an enclosed version of the Alola Pokemon Center, and I am not one to waste your time. So much potential, so little execution. Scarlet and Violet. We're finally at the modern day of Pokemon. The game designers have decided to ditch the traditional brick and mortar Pokemon centers of the past and have gone with the Pokemon Center kiosks. So it really wouldn't be fair to judge them alongside the previous generations. So Gen 9 will be excluded from the rankings, but given an honorable mention. The moment of truth. Which generation had the best Pokemon Center? And in my opinion, it would have to be the Hoenn region, really setting the standard going forward. Its simplistic but unique layout is ingrained in so many trainers on their journey and will forever be known as a classic through and through.